Hi, welcome back to Rooted Hearts Homestead. Today, I'd like to introduce you to our youngest, Nora. I'm going to tell you her story, and please remember as I'm saying it that I am not going to dive into the incredibly negative portions of her story. There's a lot of loss in adoption, and it's sad. It's really sad. It's not what God created as his original plan for families. But there's also a lot of positives and redemption in this story. And so I will not be talking about the mother's side of things, simply our side and the different feelings that we had and the different pieces that we went through to get to where we are today. This story starts in 2020. I was approached by someone at my church saying their daughter was pregnant and wanted to possibly give their baby up for adoption. They were wondering if they could talk to me about that. I was in the foster care world at this time, and I knew enough about adoption and the process and everything. I figured I was simply meeting them to go over what that looked like and how they could do it. So I gathered all the information that I could from people I know, and I met with this gal and her daughter. It turns out that her daughter was actually interested in us adopting her unborn baby. Fast forward a month, and she messages me on the way to the hospital and says, I want you to adopt this baby. We picked out some names. She didn't know if she was having a boy or a girl. I just waited to hear what was going to happen. It turns out that she ended up keeping the baby, a little girl. I was sad. I was heartbroken. It was so sad to me, but we had said that we would support her no matter what, and I meant it. So we got her some clothing, and she had some other kids too, so we wanted to really just support in any way we could. I kept up with the gal from our church, the grandma. I just wanted to make sure that they were doing okay. I would text the mom, let her know I was praying for her, ask how she was doing, and I didn't have a whole lot of communication with her until May of 2021. In May of 2021, I got a message from the mom saying, would you be able to babysit so I can go to work? I was unable to take care of all of her kids. At the time, we were just starting our homestead for 2021. I thought, this is crazy, trying to do more kids than I can personally handle while trying to homestead. So I told her I couldn't watch everyone, but if she could find a spot for the older kids, I could watch the baby. No problem. Couple weeks goes by and I hadn't really heard from her, and so I figured that she found somebody else. Well, she messages me on a Thursday morning and says, I've got a spot for the older kids. Would you be able to keep the baby today so I can go to work? I was shocked. I had never met the baby, and this is the baby, like I said, that we were asked to adopt earlier, but then she decided she wanted to try parenting, and she wanted to do that, and I was so proud of her. I'm sad, but again, she felt like she had it. So when she asked me to babysit, I was like, yeah, sure, no problem, we'll do this. Well, she came on that Thursday, and the baby never left. Mom ended up getting an injury that needed significant healing. It was a bad injury. It was really rough. Over the course of the next month and a half, there was a lot of ups and downs. The injury was really hard on Mom. I didn't know what to do. I just prayed, and I was like, God, this feels really weird. And the only answer what I got was be Jesus. And one thing that I really feel about Jesus is he didn't go in and try and fix people all the time. He was just there for them. And so I felt a really big pull to just be there for her. my attitude was not always stellar. It was really hard. It was a hard month and a half. We had no idea what was going to happen or how long this kid was going to be with us. I had read up some information on the injury that mom had, and had read that it could be up to 6 months for recovery. Absolute chaos. And we knew that mom needed to have a stable job and a car and housing and everything before having this little girl go back to be with her so that she could be the best parent she could. And over the course of the month and a half, conversation shifted from this baby going home to I don't know what I want to do to I think you guys should adopt her. And we went around and around and around on different options and different things, because there's options when you're doing adoption, because there is loss. But the big thing for me was I wanted to make sure she still had contact with her first family. And that was something that was really important for mom too. So that was a space where we just completely aligned. And on this little girl's birthday, which was the day that I found out that she would not be coming to live with us 1 year previous, the mom asked for us to adopt her. And it's just a total God thing. I had been praying that if we were supposed to add another child, that God would just completely set that opportunity up. I was not going to seek it out. This just completely rounded out our family. We love our little Nora. She is such a joy, and I cannot imagine life without her. From that time in August to February, we had to find lawyers, we had to get paperwork together, we had to take it before a judge. It was a whole mess. But the end story is that through all the ups and downs and through every piece, God was there and he had a plan. And I am so happy that we now have 5 children and that our little family is where it's at. Is it complete? I get asked that a lot. I keep saying it is complete. Like 5 is a full handful. We have 2 girls, a boy, and then 2 girls. And I feel like it just neatly wraps it up. I like how it's all balanced with 2 girls as the older and 2 girls as the younger, with the boy in the middle. It works really well. It's created a solid middle child, which was something that I teased was very important to me. Know the middle child. I'm not going to say that God has one way or the other. In my mind, I have no reason for me to say, yes, we are going to add more, but I never know what God has in store. Our youngest, he added to our family without me seeking anything out, so I can't say one way or the other. One of the really cool things that we have with this is an open adoption, and so we have gained a Nana and Papa, and we've also gained an aunt for the kids, and it is so fun. They get to come over and we hang out and we get to see each other. We send messages back and forth. I get told how much that our little Nora makes faces just like her mom. It's cool. It's really cool. It doesn't come without hardships though, and I do not want to gloss over that. You know, there's days where it's sad. I mean, the loss is hard, and the change and the what could have been, but the end result is joy and beauty. And we're just so thankful that this mom chose us and chose for us to be the ones that she trusted with her child.
Mom, what?